Hi everybody, it's Bonnie. I know it's been a while, but welcome to my channel. Bonnie being Bonnie, formerly was Bonnie's Writer Life, but coming this summer I hope to have a lot more than writing on my channel, so I switched it over to Bonnie being Bonnie. To catch up a little bit, I have had a broken ankle for 2 months today. It's been 7 weeks since I had the surgery. I'm finally up, putting weight on my foot. I'm able to walk a little bit without any crutches, so I'm super happy. A few more weeks, I should be back into 2 shoes. So I am excited. It has taken a lot out of me. And unfortunately, I have not been motivated to do much writing lately. I have been reading, so I've been trying to catch up on some reading. I am reading a new book by Cass Voigt called Hope's Chest. And I'm currently reading a book I read a few years ago called Everybody Writes by Ann Handley, just to kind of remotivate myself into some progress. I've had a little bit of downtime, and so it has been a challenge. Even though on my mind I have been thinking about writing constantly, I just haven't had the focus. And so I decided to stop working on some writing projects that I've had and prioritize some editing projects. And I haven't done any productivity sprints in a while, and I hope you will join me. I plan on streaming for about an hour and a half to 2 hours today. I'm going to do 20-minute sprints where I'm going to work on some editing. Feel free to leave what you're working on in the chats. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe. I really appreciate that. I hope to have some more vlogging content for you this summer. Right now, I am focusing on doing some editing and trying to move forward to get this manuscript off to somebody who can give me a critique and get this publishing process moving forward. So if you're editing, writing, cleaning, anything productivity wise, and you want to join us, feel free to take this 20 minutes to get settled, get your documents, your papers, your stories, your plans, your outlines, your coffee, whatever you need to get this first 20 minutes. And feel free to come back and join me. I'll let you know how I did. And let's be productive. So I'm going to get this 20-minute timer up and going. Give me a second. We'll turn this off. And we will start sprinting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint.
for your beauty school teacher.
Hello, everybody. How was your sprint there? Let me know in the chat. I made it through 4 pages of editing. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling accountable, probably due to streaming. And I got through 4 pages. I am listening to uh, my project on speech, and I am going through editing as I listen to it to listen for anything wonky, checking for spelling, all those little things before I send it off. I have been through this book a few times, and I am, I believe, going through one more time just to make sure I have the confidence that it's ready to go. I have been working on this project for quite some time now. I had to make quite a few changes because it is a nonfiction book, and due to the last year in the pandemic and different situations, there are some things that I need to put in, see your state guidelines and things of that nature, just to for disclosure. So I have been working on doing some updating because of some changes, and I'm feeling pretty good with that first 20-minute sprint. And I know I haven't streamed in a while, so there's not too many people in the chat today. So I think I'm gonna aim for I'm gonna aim for 3 sprints today on YouTube, and then this afternoon you can probably catch me streaming over on Twitch. On Bonnie Style is my Twitch channel, and that is more fun, recreation, entertainment vibe, just hanging out, chatting with everybody. So I really love that too. And so you can find me also on Twitch on Bonnie Style, playing games and just chatting. And I am going to try to be consistent and stream productivity sprints every day until I get through this entire book. So that is my goal. Probably Wednesday is going to be my one day off from streaming productivity. That day, both my 2 children are home. So that is the one day a week that people are home. And I'm feeling pretty great. Today is the first day that I've had the house back to myself since last March. And it sounds pretty crazy, but it is a wonderful feeling. Like, this is the first kind of normalcy type situation I've felt in a while, where everybody's got their planned things, day going. And, before the pandemic, I would spend every day writing every morning, because I am a stay at home mom. I also do freelance writing. I'm also a licensed hairstylist, a cosmetologist, so I do also sometimes do a bit of that. And I know I'm very privileged and blessed to be at the point in my life where I can dedicate so much time to writing and editing and spending time with you guys. So I really enjoy that. And I think on that note, I'm going to get back to work, do some more editing. If you're writing, editing, productivity, let me know what you're working on, how you're doing, what kind of motivation you need. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you out. I have been writing for a very long time. I've yet to publish a book, but I believe 2021 is going to be the year for me. So wish me luck. And give me a moment here. I will get the timer back up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sprint. Maybe I should share the timer, right?
Make them feel
I'm
at
going to
ease with
get a
you.
drink and I'll be
This
right
makes the
back.
experience
All right, I was mid-sentence. Here we go. One moment.
Start your day with all the
How did everybody do? How did everybody do? Wonderful. So I am on chapter 4. I'm still listening through speech edit, changing a few things, making any corrections on spelling and punctuation. I've also decided in this new section that I want to put a little story, personal story in this one section of chapter 4. So this is a nonfiction book, a hairstylist book that I've been trying to finish, training manual and guide. And so I thought it'd be fun with all my experience to put some little stories in and lighten the book a little bit more. And I'm really enjoying that. And I've just thought of a wonderful story I'm going to put in. And I have to go over that and make sure that's good. I think with writing, that's the thing. Every time I go over a story that I think is finished, it's never finished if I go over it again. And I know that's what they say. Eventually, you have to be done. You have to be done. So I am trying to be done, but I want to sprinkle a little bit more in here while I'm thinking of it and while the thought came to me of this story. So on my very last sprint for productivity today, it will be our third 20-minute sprint. I am going to work on adding this personal story into chapter 4, and that's where I am right now. I feel like this project's going to fly through if I stay consistent and stream with the productivity, and during the productivity sprints actually be productive. So I have noticed in the past that I joined some productivity sprints, even online, watching other people, which is great. I love to watch other people and be motivated by their productivity sprints. It helps me, encourage me to think to keep going. Other people are still going. They haven't given up. Don't give up. And I really love AuthorTube and the productivity for that. And but I do notice when I'm not actually streaming myself, I get up and walk away more. Even though I've had the camera off, I am listening to my manuscript on speech edit, so I'm staying productive and I'm fixing things as I go. I did get up that sprint to get another drink and use the restroom, so I did that, but I still managed to get through quite a bit and come up with a new idea to add in. So let me know what you're doing. How are your projects? What are some of the challenges that you've been facing? Mine is mainly just doing. The last 2 months since I broke my ankle, I have been the most unproductive I've been in a very long time. And now that I'm getting better and I can move around and I'm having less pain, I want to get things done and get back on track. So a few weeks ago, I actually went back and had to go through my goals from 2019 to kind of refocus the direction that I wanted to be in, because 2020 and 2021 had so much distraction and chaos that I wanted to go back. So I went back to my goal list for 2019, and it just refreshed my mind. And I actually, it's in my little bag down here that I take outside. It has my books in here, but I'm actually rereading. I took the cover off, the jacket off, because I've been taking outside. I didn't want to rip the cover. But this is called Everybody Writes. This is a book I read in first read in 2017, and it's I remember loving it. So this is motivation to get back on track. So I'm reading this, and then I'm also working my way through Hope's Chest, Cass White. So I'm working my way through that. Luckily, I get to supervise my garden this year instead of actually doing so much of the prep work because of the broken ankle. I haven't had to do much of the prep work, but I do believe in the next few weeks I'll be the one who gets to plant all the flowers. So I'm super excited for that. I may do some live streaming from my garden on Twitch, hanging out, and you can watch me garden and chat with me as I plant all these beautiful flowers I plan for my garden this year, my flower bed. And I'm not so sure how the vegetable garden is going to go this year. I don't know if I want to take that on this year or not, but the flowers will look pretty. I have a nice place to sit and have tea and write and enjoy the outdoors a bit in the yard. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So it is getting warmer here. I'm in upstate New York, and so we've actually had some really nice weekends. So it's been wonderful. I hope everything's going well for you. And make sure you take time to stretch, get outside, even if you're not around people, get outside, get some fresh air, soak in some of that sun. Don't hibernate inside so much. And make sure you're taking time out for yourself to feel well. And on that note, I think I'm going to get the last 20-minute timer. This is our third 20-minute sprint. I've been super productive today. I hope you have been super productive. And I'm going to get this set up for the very last sprint today on Bonnie being Bonnie. Give me a moment here. Just got to set something up really quick. Sorry about that, little technical difficulties, but here we go. The 20-minute timer is on. I'll see you back after our last sprint. And I'd love to know how you're doing today and if you got anything done. See you soon.
the products.
Hello, everybody. How'd we do? Everybody, let me know how you did. That was our third and final sprint. I'm feeling pretty good and feeling pretty great. I decided to stop working on that story. I think later today I'm going to write that in a notebook and then write it in, and decide to continue on editing through the speech and making corrections. And I got to chapter 5. I got through to the very end of chapter 5. It moves pretty quick when you're listening to it on speech as you're editing, because I'm just following through the document as it's read out loud to me. Then I just feel like I get more when I go through things like that after I'm done. And I don't know how it's possible that I've been through this so many times, and I never noticed in chapter 5 I really overused a word. So have you ever done that? Leave it in the chat. Have you ever wrote a chapter and just didn't realize till after a few times through that you like definitely overused a word? And I'm going to go back in, and looks like chapter 5 is going to need a lot of adjustment, because I don't like a certain word that I've heard way too much, even though I'm in an area talking about product sales and salon. And so I overuse the word product. And so a lot of that I can change and rephrase it differently to sound a lot nicer and not overuse that word. So I'm going to be working on chapter 5 next time on the productivity. And hi, Katja. You're putting sheets on your bed. Okay. Nice. Nothing like fresh sheets. You should do that at least once a week, I would hope. Everybody's different, though. That's just what I do. I feel pretty productive today, and I'm pretty happy. I hope you join me tomorrow for writing sprints. I'm going to try to do at least 3 20-minute writing sprints every day. I'd love for you to join me and share your journey with me. And I hope I can motivate you to stay on track, even though sometimes we all have to take some downtime for a while. We can come back and still continue to work on our projects and finish things. So thank you again for joining me today. I had a really great time. We did 3 writing productivity editing sprints. I'm on chapter 5. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll continue with chapter 5 and hopefully move forward until I get through this entire book. And thank you all for coming. I hope you have a great day. Happy writing.